All right, questions for Noah?
I guess we can start with the final play of the game. What was the play drawn up there? What was going through your head during those final seconds?
It was a few ball screens. I think Frank was just trying to give me some space to work. I wasn't really sure what they were going to do defensively, if they were going to double, hedge me, switch it. I wasn't really sure, so mentally I was a little messed up there. But, I just tried to get a good look at the end and couldn't. So, just got to try and hang your hat on other plays that we should have had that game. And, I don't know. Obviously, me personally, I want to make that shot. I made them before, but, sometimes it doesn't go the way you want,
Is sort of the more important element is when they had kind of taken the lead or when you guys had fought back to give yourself a chance at the end?
I think it hurt, letting them back into the game because, a team like that, they got guys that can go. They might not be picked to win the league, but, they got guys that could really play, as you just watched, and when you let those guys get going, you let them get that confidence, they're tough to play against. And I thought, we kind of had them on the ropes first half and a little bit in the second half, but I think when we gave them that confidence, they kind of had in their mind that they could win the game, and I don't think that was there for most of the game until sort of the end.
Once Brickus, because obviously he was kind of the one leading the charge, once he started heating up, did the defensive game plan kind of switch to revolve around him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we just had to guard him. It's tough for me because I'm guarding Brantley, who's their leading scorer. So, I don't really want to leave him and get him going. But, I just think, I think we do a lot of blaming on one person. You kind of look at matchups and this guy versus that guy. But, at the end of the day, there's 5 guys out there playing defense. So, I think you could always help each other out, if that makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
This is obviously not the start you guys wanted to the conference play. Is there something that you've been trying to take away from this or really grow from? Is there something that you guys can build off going from here?
Yeah, even coming to this game, going home every day, I'll just tell myself, the chances of somebody finishing conference play with 2 losses, even now 3 losses, pretty slim. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any team's gonna go smack around everybody and win 18 games in conference. So I don't know. I think just knowing that you could still fight and keep pushing, and all these games ahead of us are winnable games. So we just gotta take it day by day, keep getting better at practice, and hopefully it just translates to the game.
In terms of the final lineup that was out there, I think for the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game, it was you, RJ, Tafara, I want to say Matt. No, not Matt. Wildens and Matt. Okay. In terms of the cohesion and the unit of that team, I think you guys didn't allow a point for the final 2 minutes of the game, something along those lines. How did you feel about the way that lineup was?
When you say it, that's obviously really big and that's huge. I think defensively now you have to look at that lineup for sure. But I just think we're all out there. We all love each other. We're a real team. We're family. We're brothers. So the vibe doesn't change whoever's on the court. I feel like we all like each other. We all like playing with each other, being around each other. So I don't know if that showed more with that group that was out there for some reason, but I think we just try to have each other's back, and I think we're trying to grow off of that now because we have a really good relationship off the court, and we're trying to bring that on the court and show that on the court. So that's our biggest challenge right now. I think when we do that, things will change.
Does this one feel a little more like you lost it rather than they won it?
Yeah, for sure. Going into it, this is one of those games where I think you sort of got to worry a lot more about yourself than the other team. We started off 1-2. We had a lot of things that we were doing wrong, and we know how to do all those things right. So, we were just trying to correct those things, and so when we get in the game, those things are all good. But clearly we have some more stuff to work on, and we can't let teams come in and take those games from us for sure.
Thanks, Noah.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
Coach, some thoughts on the game?
Disappointed, but going into Christmas, the best part about our team was our team defense, and ever since we got back from Christmas, our team defense is non-existent. You know, we're not defending, and when you don't defend, you got no chance to win.
Why do you think your team defense has declined since Christmas?
There's self-accountability, which means you have to play with tremendous energy, enthusiasm. It's hard. That means you have to sustain effort. And then the guys behind you have to have your back. It's not a one-on-one tournament at the YMCA. It's 5 against 5. You know, scouting report says that number 2, when he starts messing with the ball, he's not driving. He's shooting threes. Then scouting report says that. So if you're guarding him, you got to go get in his space to make him drive, since he's 5'8" or whatever he is. But you know, we kept backing off of him, and that's selfish. That's uninspired, undisciplined basketball. And so, you know, self-accountability. You got to defend. You got to put up a fight on the ball. They going into the game, all we talked about is you got to guard the bounce. You got to guard the bounce. You got to guard the bounce. Well, we obviously didn't guard the bounce, and you know, maybe having Wilden's back solidifies our defense a little bit. You know, it's I think you saw the minutes I'm not a big plus-minus guy, but I think he had the best plus-minus on our team in the game today. And, you know, he's a big part of the team that we tried to build early because of his personality and the way he helps everybody. See, when your help defense has your back, it creates unbelievable trust amongst teammates. And Wilden's is really good with that. And, you know, we got to fix our defense. Our defense is really bad right now. Outside of the first half against St. Louis, our defense has been really, really bad.
What did you want out of the last possession, especially after calling the timeout to set it up?
Yeah, we had they were switching that high ball screen. So we're supposed to Wilden set it, so if they switch, they switch. Matt Cross should have back cut out of the corner into a post-up, and then Wilden's was supposed to have come screen RJ, who's curling back to the nail. The nail's like the midpoint of the foul line right there. So we can get Matt on a post-up, RJ at the nail, with Wilden's diving backside at the end of the clock, at the end of the play. Noah felt he had a crack, and I haven't spoken to him yet. Felt he had a crack, and he got downhill. Give their guy credit. You know, their guy, you know, didn't flinch. You know, stayed down, guarded him, and made it really hard. He got himself too deep on the floor. And if you get yourself too deep on the floor, you can't see passes.
In terms of the final guys you had at the end of the game, I think it was the final 2-3 minutes you didn't switch the lineup. How do you feel about those guys, and why did you decide to go with those specific 5 in this moment?
I just thought they were giving us the best energy defensively. It's I'd spent the whole second half. It started with about 8 minutes to go in the first half, and then it just continued. You know, and I'm not very good with casual basketball. I don't live my life in a casual way. I don't enjoy being around casual people. To each their own. I don't get mad at people who live their life that way. I just don't enjoy being around that. And so I like coaching guys that play with energy and relentless mindsets. And that's part of building a program is, you know, you go through the season so you can understand who has that and who's willing to grow in that department. So we can eventually build a program here that plays with that kind of mindset. We're still searching. We're not there.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.